You've been lied to about language learning. The idea that you need years of study, grammar books, or a daily app streak to become fluent is complete nonsense. That approach is why most people stay stuck, frustrated, and full of self-doubt. Maybe I'm not talented, this is not my thing. Let me show you the truth, how to actually get fluent in a matter of months, not years. And it works for everyone. Here's the problem. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they overthink. You overthink. You get stuck in your head. Am I doing the right thing? Why am I not progressing faster? Should I watch the next video and see if there's a better method of doing this? All of that mental noise is destroying your momentum. It's not about intelligence. It's about clarity and execution. And when you don't have a clear, simple plan, your brain gets confused. Paralysis. You keep switching tactics instead of building fluency. You do a little bit of everything and a lot of nothing. So here's the solution. You want fluency? Then forget the hacks, forget YouTube videos, the tips and tricks and the apps and all of that. Focus only on this. Learn more sentences. Thousands of real sentences. Not words, no grammar charts, not video games with tricks and any of that. No. Phrases. Learn more sentences. Your language island sentences and then random sentences. But just learn more sentences. I'm talking about full, natural, high frequency and later general sentences. Just like the ones the native speakers use in everyday life. Now you might be thinking, well, just memorizing sentences? Is that it? Am I going to be fluent by doing that? Yes, of course you're going to be fluent by doing that. What is a language if it's not just a bunch of sentences? It's very simple and it works. Language is a series of patterns, and when you learn those patterns by learning lots of sentences, and I'm talking about thousands of sentences, your brain will just recognize all the grammar and vocabulary automatically. You don't need to analyze anything. You just need to do. You feed your brain the right materials again and again, and eventually it will stick. So here's how it works. You listen to a sentence, you repeat it aloud, and you test yourself to remember it. And you do this every single day. Not just once, many times. You cycle through the whole sentence list many times. That's how fluency is built, through lots and lots of repetition. A lot of repetition and a lot of active recall. This is way more effective than immersion, comprehensible input, and all of that nonsense. Learning your sentence list is the best comprehensible input, instead of watching random videos. If you have your 1,000 lines that you memorize, I've been exposed to them again and again, and then doing recall and repeating them aloud, and then you expand it to 2,000 lines, and then to 3, 5, 10,000 lines, you will understand and speak the language well. It's as simple as that. Of course, if you only know 20 lines, then you won't be able to speak. But once you know 5 to 10,000 lines, you'll be able to also combine those sentences, and fluency will become automatic. You'll understand what people are saying as well, because you will know enough vocabulary and grammar and the pronunciation from having listened to so many sentences again and again. So yeah, your comprehension will improve as well, a lot. But the most important thing is being able to speak the language without hesitation. This isn't theory. This isn't some nice idea that, no, this is a proven system I use with my students. I've developed it myself, and I've used it with thousands of people. And it always works, as long as you do the work. This is especially useful for busy people, professionals, entrepreneurs, high performers of all kinds, who don't have time to waste. You don't have 3,000, 10,000 hours of time to waste watching YouTube videos. You need results fast. You don't want to waste years and thousands of hours. It's very simple. If you follow the plan and you train your comprehension and speaking skills with focus, you can build real fluency in under 100 hours of active practice. So the only question left is which sentences to learn. And I've already done that part for you. You should start with your language islands, 1,000, 2,000, maybe even more sentences. But after that, I've prepared a list of 15,000 conversational sentences to use in any language. These aren't textbook examples. These are real, useful, everyday language sentences. The kind of stuff you actually hear in everyday conversation, including more specialized conversations. And all you have to do is listen to them, repeat them aloud, shadow them, do active recall again and again and again until you know the whole list. So the choice is yours. You can keep dabbling in the language with apps and YouTube videos and all of that, or you can commit to a method that's designed to actually get you fluent. If you're serious about language learning, the link is in the description.